And we're in. When was the last time we were in here? Like a year ago? More than that? 2 years ago?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. This is Bull's Green Mine, and it's one of the several mines you'll find dotted around, cut into the hillside of Minchinhampton Common around the Nailsworth area here in Gloucestershire. In all fairness, this isn't a particularly interesting mine. It's not that big. There isn't really a lot to see in here, but it was actually the first mine I found probably like 7 or 8 years ago now, when I was just looking for something to do of a Friday evening. It's the first one I went to after I came across this page on a this Google Maps page, which labelled a load of different mines around the Nailsworth area, all disused and abandoned, of course. So I thought it'd be only fitting that my first video should be back in here. You climb down through this little hole here onto this little metal pole sticking out. One way in, one way out, as far as I know at least. The main path will take you down to the right hand side down there, but you can go left into a slightly more open area. Plenty of graffiti around, as you come to expect in these sort of places. And shine your light somewhere useful.
The floor.
What?
The floor.
I'm not pointing my camera at the floor, am I? What's that meant to be, do you reckon?
I mean, that is unreadable.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Pikachu. Pikachu's yellow, you moron.
Okay, green Pikachu.
Green Pikachu. Maybe it's Pikachu in Hulk mode.
Shows how little I know about Pokemon.
I know. Well, there you go. First almost trip of the night. Yeah, we kind of get a dead end round here already. You can probably climb through. I don't remember seeing this bit last time.
How does that say? Live, laugh.
Live, laugh, lobotomy.
Nice.
Am I being stupid? What's lobotomy again?
The eye socket into the brain, slices off the frontal part of the brain, doesn't it? Makes you a vegetable.
Is there a purpose to that?
They did it to people that had like, well, that were a bit, well, what's the PC way of saying it, you know, disabled.
Yeah. It's nice of them. Yeah, I guess so. Save me climbing all those rocks.
We're going to make sure whilst you're flying that, this camera will be running, because I'm thinking
Alright.
we're going to get that £250.
You've been framed.
We've been framed, some big fails, some kind of fail army or something. The drone being spotted.
Joe wants to film me crashing my drone in the in this mine.
I can't see it ending well.
I think it'll be fine. I'm a expert pilot.
Destroy drone.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite funny.
Of course it will. So this is kind of your first main split as you come in through the entrance to the right. It's pretty easy to follow, it's just one straight path all around, with various rockfalls across the places you'd expect. That's cool. That's kind of like you got gigantic stones stacked on top of each other there.
Also kind of scary.
Yes, it is a little bit scary, but we learned to deal with
Quite a
that.
bit.
You reckon?
Yeah, almost as much as you.
Nah. I reckon we could lift that if it fell down.
Fly through the cathedral.
The cathedral. Hey, that would be a good shot.
You would? I'd probably lose signal then.
Hey, maybe I saw in the the firmware update, it supports like pre-planned route mapping now, so
You used to have to use a computer to do that.
if we can get the dimensions of box nice and accurate, then we can pre-plan it to just fly the route without crashing.
Not sure how successful.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Was it crash?
You'd buy me a new one? You can bring yours as a spare. This is what I like to call the wall. This is what you'll see in the main photo on my blog of this mine on my website, if you want to check it out. This is obviously where they've stacked up a load of deads from the old workings and made a bit of a wall out of it. Now you can take a path up there, in fact that is the main way forward, although it looks like it goes this, well, it does go this way, but it'll be blocked off eventually, and you can either climb up or you can almost go around the back way up there, take a little shortcut, as I eventually found out. Yeah, let's play a game. What's the earliest date we can find?
Well, 1900 check off.
Let's find that. 1900. Where does it say that?
April 9th, 1900.
Yeah, I'll keep a light on it a sec. Just gonna. Blink. Oh yeah. 1900. Probably relatively late compared to what these when these mines were first started, I reckon. Well, you think the ones down in like Bath and Brown's Folly, what do we find down there, like 1700s?
Definitely 18, I've seen.
Yeah. Oh, has Ash been down here? Wait, does Ash drink Desperados?
I think Ash drinks anything.
Well, I know Ash drinks anything, but specifically, I've never seen it in a can. It's usually in a jar with some nice slice of lime. It's actually the only beer I kind of like. You don't like Desperados? What?
Well, in Barcelona, not Barcelona, Xanthi. You bought two. Didn't finish yours.
I think that's a disputable comment. Joe's gonna. I reckon there's been a.
You kept pulling faces at me.
I reckon there's been a fall here. That gap up there was never that big, was it? It might have been. I'm not sure.
Up there.
No, to the right. Because I know that's the kind of. It might be actually. Yeah. No, I reckon. It probably is. I just always remember it was awkward getting up, but then you can just walk around it instead, which we will do now. So remember this little part, folks. Come to this corner, come to a somewhat...
Desperado corner.
Yes, Desperado corner we'll call this. Come to a... where is it? Oh, there it is. Come to this somewhat big blockage where it looks like you can climb up. Follow me for the shortcut. Past the big slab of stone, although that's probably not very helpful when you're in a mine, is it? Please look out for the stone marker. So that's the main way we've just come. So it's up here you want to go. You want to climb the stone wall. And it does get a little bit lower. Through. The what? Stella wall? Is there a Stella somewhere? Where? Oh, that's going to be a bit hidden, but... Okay, if you see an empty can of Stella, then you know you're in the right place.
Becoming increasingly more unlikely that you'll come across the Desperado and the Stella.
Indeed.
So,
Once you're
just a rock.
once you're standing above, so that's the main passage, and that's to the false continuation, shall we call it? What? Oh yes, little squatting required here. not for long though, it does quickly pick back up. Come across one of these classic dead stone alleyways, as I like to call it, or pathways, made up of all these deads on either side. Deads are the loose rocks, by the way, in case that's a term you're not familiar with. And then this is where it rejoins the main pathway. On the other side of the supposed blockage, well, it is a bit of a blockage. So back up there is the other side of where you would have come otherwise, which you can do, but if you want the easy route, take the shortcut. And it's just mostly a nice single pathway from this point on. It's just following the stone wall around. So this is probably, based on what I know of it, the smallest mine in this area. There are, like I said at the start, various others dotted around. Some of which are, well, most of them of which are quite a bit larger actually. Whether they used to join up or not, we're not sure. They are obviously in close proximity, so there's a good chance that they did join up at one point. You having fun there?
Surfing a rock.
Surfing a rock. Yeah, this is basically the end without going rock climbing. I don't think I have been over there. You can have a look. It does go on a little bit further.
Yeah.
Well, that's... What? Sure. I was going to say, if you want any free limestone flooring put down, this is your place.
Yeah.
Plenty of big loose boulders to pick from. I'm sure the rocks don't like touching you either.
Don't come down there. It's fucking vile. That's my advice. Let Max do it for me.
I'm going to say, I don't think there's much down here.
What you got, Max?
What? Harry Bears? No? Malwams?
Big cheese.
What are they?
I don't know, but they look a bit wet. Should we have an inspection?
Sure.
If you've got any inside. Yeah, just water.
That's a shame. Oh, well. This is the end of the line. As I say, it is short and sweet. As far as I know, at least, there are some other little offshoots which I have been down, but there isn't really much around them to see. Whether there used to be further passages which are now just blocks up, it's a possibility.